Welcome back to the Kashyap Tech. So this is Kashyap from Kashyap Tech. So this is the SQL interview question and answers tutorial. So this is the part one about the SQL interview question and answers. So why we use CTE in SQL? So CTE stands for Common Table Expression, which is used in SQL to simply to execute the sum of the query by simplifying them by using in the CTE. So CTE is like a database view and derived table enable user to more easily write and maintain complex query via increased readability and simplification. This reduction in complexity is achieved by deconstructing ordinarily complex query into simple block to be used and reused if necessary and in rewriting the query. Okay, so CTE benefits. What is CTE benefits? So CTE make code more readable and readability make query easier to debug. CTE can reference the result multiple times throughout the query. By storing the result of the subquery, you can reuse them throughout a larger query. Why use CTE instead of a temp table? So performance basis in general, CTE is more efficient than temporary table for a small data sets. This is because CTE are held in memory and do not require a disk space. However, for larger data sets, temporary table may be more efficient as they can be indexed, optimized, and specific query. Okay, is CTE faster than subquery? Another advantage of using CTE is improved performance. Since CTE are temporary result sets, they are stored in memory, which reduce the number of disk input means operations required to retrieve the data. In contrast, subquery may result in a separate scanning of the same table, leading to slower query performance. Can I use CTE multiple times? Yes. Unlike derived table, CTE behave more like inline view and can be referenced multiple times in the same query. Using CTE make complex query easier to read and maintain because CTE can be referred to multiple time in a query. Syntax can be simplified. Do y- so do you have to use CTE here? Means some of the scenario like we have the two both the option, like we can use the query in a CTE as well and without the CTE as well. So but you can use it CTE as like it is very clarity, and especially when query grow, if your logic is very short simple, a subquery might be enough. But in real world production query, CTE make maintenance much easier. So let's see some of the example and how CTE look like and how we are using that in the query. So this is the one example like where we are trying to fetch the top 10 total sales for the production sales. Okay, so you can see in the CTE, uh, see the table first. It's both the tables have the data, some of the data, and this is the line total where we required the total of the data as per the sales order details. Okay, from so by the product name. So if I execute this query, whole query, you can see like this output. Okay, so basically product name, we are finding the total sales by product name. So that's why we make this query. Now why we are using like in the CTE you can see we have taken the name and product name as a product name and some of the line total for the sales order detail. Okay, and we have make the joins here and group by p name, and now the city is completed. Now we are using this product sale city as a table. You can see select top 10 product named from the product CTE order by total sales. So basically it's act like as a table, like we are using the temporary table. But for the complex query we can use the product sales CTE, but if is there any means like a large of data, then we can use the temporary table. Now I'll tell you like we can use this without CTE as well. Like here we have the subquery. If I execute this one, I'll get same data like we have here. Okay, but it's a small query, it's just example. Like but if you have a complicated logic and query, then we can use the CTE for better understanding, like step by steps and part wise like how the logic has been written and how we are writing and where is the select query. Okay, so this is help to write the complex query in CTE. But if it's small and we have the other option as well, like without CTE we can execute, then we can use it like this. Okay, so thank you so much, and please share, subscribe, and if you have any concern about my video, then you can comment in the uh,